Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steve. So, LeBron James' legacy is on the line tonight. Look, I'm not going to say I agree with them, but people are going to say if LeBron gets swept, people will say that Michael Jordan has never been swept. Therefore, in the finals, therefore, LeBron's not even in the conversation anymore with Michael Jordan. Now, I don't agree with that because we all know how I feel about LeBron. But I agree to the extent that LeBron James cannot allow his team to get swept while he's in the peak, not the peak, but the after. He's still in his prime, but the latter part of his prime, right? But with this team that he has around him, it's not like he has I don't know, freaking Sasha Vujacic and Daniel Gibson anymore as his starting point guard and two guard, or Eric Snow and Zydrunas Ilgauskas, who he was pretty good, but it's not like he has that team. He has Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and the rest of them. So he cannot allow his team to get swept. He simply can't allow it because, first of all, yes, this Golden State team is something we've never seen before, but we also have to understand that no team has ever won 16-0 in the NBA playoffs. The Los Angeles Lakers, I believe, in 2001 went 15-1 because Allen Iverson stole Game 1 in LA. I'm pretty sure. I may be wrong about which game the Sixers won, but that's true. Okay, so I want the Cleveland Cavaliers to win tonight. I want them to come back from a 3-0 deficit. It's possible. But the probability is slim. Because, first of all, this league is all about momentum. So if you win one game, you have a really good chance of winning the next game. And then if they can, I'll say this, if the Cavs can win the next two games, then I'll say, you know what? They have a chance to win this series. A lot of people, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on YouTube. Not really. I don't really watch any other basketball YouTubers, but in my recommended, I'm seeing, because I watch a lot of basketball stuff, but in my recommended, I'm seeing stuff like, oh, this is why the Cavs will win the 2017 finals. The NBA is rigged. They're rigging it for LeBron and all this other crap. That's what I'm seeing. But the NBA isn't rigged because if it were, LeBron would win every single year. I mean, just think about it logically. Why would LeBron James not win every single year? He is the face of the league, okay? Or if it's not LeBron, it's going to be Steph, okay? Because Stephen Curry in 2015 and 16 was the face of the league. So they would have rigged it for him, but LeBron still came out on top. So the NBA is not rigged, okay? And to be honest, it's kind of sad that people think it is. But, just the whole aspect of rigging games. It would be so hard to do that while making the players look like they're actually trying. It'd be so hard because, remember, let's say, you're rigging it for the Warriors to win. Okay, now both teams have to go back and forth, but the Warriors actually have to make shots plural, with defense. It can't be that easy. There's no way the league is rigged. Okay, and there's no way all of the players in the league are keeping it a secret. I mean, I would if I were getting paid that much money, but there's no way everyone is keeping it a secret. People have emotion. People get jealous. I doubt they're gonna be like, why aren't the NBA rigging it for me? Trust me, it would never be able to. They would never be able to hold a huge major secret like that. Let's be real for a second. That's not the case. The case is that the Golden State Warriors just shot, and I mentioned this a little, but I didn't really explain it much yesterday. The Golden State Warriors really just shocked the Cleveland Cavaliers. Because think about it. All season, they've been coasting. They finished second in the East. They've been coasting. Then when they get to the playoffs, they've been coasting even more. That wasn't LeBron going, well, maybe he was going 100%, but he was absolutely walking through everyone. What were they, 12-1? Before the finals? They lost one game to Boston. I mean, come on. He's spinning the ball against the Celtics. He's turning his back on Kelly Olynyk. And he's dribbling with his back to the basket, messing around and all this other crap. I mean, all of them got caught by surprise. Now I'm not saying they're not playing well, but the level of play they weren't ready for at that point in time. And what I mean by that is, it's like, for example, let's say for a week. No, take that back. Let's say for 2 months, you go out and you play against, let's say you're in college, you play D1 basketball. 2 months. You go out and you play against freshmen and sophomores in high school for 2 months. and you're walking all over them, you're messing around, doing what you do, right? And then you have a tournament coming up, and it's against a D1 team, the best D1 team in the world. Let's say Syracuse, for example, is the best team in the world at this time, which I don't know if they are, because I don't keep up with college basketball, but just use this as an example. So you go from playing freshmen and sophomores in high school to playing the best D1 basketball team in the United States. What do you think is going to happen? Do you think right away you're going to be able to keep up mentally and physically? No, because your body's not used to it. Your body's going to be used to playing at that slower pace, playing messing around, not dribbling serious, not pounding the ball, not shooting, and not jumping as high as you can when you shoot. That's why it's very important to always play top-tier competition. Whenever I go to the gym and I see a pickup game, I look to see who's playing. If they're a bunch of scrubs, there's no disrespect. It's just I don't want to waste my time and hinder my basketball skill, So that's the same thing with the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were shocked, okay? And I used this example as well yesterday. It's like you're in 100-degree weather in the Nevada desert, okay? You go from there and you teleport to Antarctica and you jump in that freezing 5-degree, 0-degree water. What do you think is going to happen? Your body's going to be in shock. You're not going to know what to do, and you're going to drown. Your body's going to paralyze itself. It's called paralysis. And that's what's happening to the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were not ready. They're not ready. That Kevin Hart, it's true. And that is why there is a benefit to playing in the Western Conference, because the Warriors were playing tough opponents. For example, they were down, 24, 23, I'll say 25. They were down 25 points to the San Antonio Spurs until Kawhi got injured. Okay, if Kawhi didn't get injured, that series probably would have went to 5 or 6 games. Now, the Spurs still would have lost, but it would have went to like 5 or 6 games. Who else did they play? The Trailblazers. Yeah, they walked through them, but Damian Lillard and CJ McCollum were doing their thing. It's not like they were playing some scrub and they didn't know what, like, Isaiah Thomas only played 2 games? DeRozan and Lowry, what the hell happened to them? The third year in a row they disappeared. DeRozan played all right, but not efficient. But the third year in a row they both disappeared. Okay, who did they play in the first round? 2nd seed, 7th. Who was the 7th? I can't remember. Because, obviously it was a clean sweep. But they were playing no competition. And, in fact, that came back to bite them in the ass. It did. And as unfortunate as it sounds, and as silly as an excuse it sounds, it's actually true. So tonight for Game 4, if LeBron James does not show up in the fourth quarter, this will be the first 3 games, he has 11 points in the third quarter. Kevin Durant has, I think, 31 or 41, one of those 2 numbers. I'll say, let's just say 35 to meet me in the middle, okay? So 35 to 11, that's not excusable. I know he's going hard in the first half, and it's hard to keep your breath, guarding KD and then scoring. And I know he's averaging a triple-double, but to score 0 points in the final 4 minutes, to score 2 points in the fourth quarter, that's not excusable. Okay, and I'm the biggest LeBron fanboy there is, but that's not excusable. Stuff like that simply just cannot happen. It simply cannot happen. So LeBron has to show up big tonight. He needs to show up in the fourth quarter, because what I saw 2 days ago was Kevin Durant snatch the crown from Cleveland. That's what I saw yesterday. Not yesterday, 2 days ago. That pull-up shot right in LeBron's face was a statement. Confidence, the swag, the demeanor. He is coming for LeBron. And if LeBron gets swept, what did I tell you guys? If Kevin Durant outplays LeBron, but he also beats his team embarrassingly, not in 7 games, not in 6 games, but I said in 4 or 5 games. What did I say? Kevin Durant will snatch the crown. And right now the Warriors are up 3-0. Kevin Durant is outplaying LeBron. Efficiency. He's showing up big in the fourth quarter. He's hitting big shots. He's playing great defense. Kevin Durant's defense while on LeBron is better than LeBron's defense while on Kevin Durant. So if the Cleveland Cavaliers get swept, LeBron's legacy will take a huge, huge hit.